Hello, assalamu alaikum. Good morning, khush amdeed. Welcome all my lovely, lovely audiences out there, not only in Pakistan, but in more than 46 different countries in the world. I really, really hope that all of you are going to have a great day. I am Shusa Hashmi with World this morning on PTV World screens like every other day. Yes, this is the kind of job that I have, but also I love to do because I get to share my mornings with you, my morning coffee with you, and also, all my latest news with you and how I feel about things. I love this relationship or bond that we have developed over the period of about 3 years now. Jummah Mubarak to everyone watching, and for all of those regular viewers, I think you saw this coming as well. I love asking you guys to remember me in your prayers because I make sure to do that too. So do this today as well, me and my entire team. Other than that, let's talk about two important things. Number one, of course, we are heading into a weekend. The spirits are definitely very lifted. People must be having so many plans, right? I mean, for an entire working week or a studying week, even for that matter, you do wait for the weekend to come and then do all the recreation stuff that you had been planning for so long, sometimes with friends, sometimes with family, sometimes even alone. Well, lonesome time can be good as well. So whatever you're planning to do this time, make sure to please abide by the SOPs for the COVID-19 as well. That is because just yesterday I was reading, there was a research paper actually about South Asia specifically, which said that the people do have an understanding of COVID-19, but they are more inclined towards they feel like by using a sanitizer, they can get rid of the virus and choose to not wear masks. So here's the thing, you guys, it's not a choice. It's not either of the two, it's both of them. Sanitizers, of course, to get rid of the germs in case you get any on your hands. But the mask, the virus, ladies and gentlemen, is in the air. It's everywhere. It's around you. People who are not even COVID positive may have the variant on them. They may be the carriers as well. So I think mask is the most important thing. Then, of course, sanitizer can go on with that as well. So please keep that in mind whenever you plan to go out next and plan to, well, go in public spaces especially. Number two, here's the thing, KPL, Kashmir Premier League, is starting today onward, which is why also Shahzad Khan is not here. He's going to be there sharing all the latest updates with you guys. I'm talking about it not first of all because I'm a cricket fan. I don't even know a lot about cricket, but I'm really, really happy. It makes my heart happy. It's so heartwarming to see that Azad Jammu and Kashmir actually has now a cricket league, and it's not just Kashmiris playing, it's everyone from around the world too. I mean, that's how leagues go. But I love the fact that we are recognizing this entire effort, and this is also a major part of mainstreaming, right? So best of luck to all the players, and let's see how this turns out. Now, what are we talking about? Of course, we have two segments, but in the first one, I wanted to do something that I have been facing for quite some time now. I don't want to make it personal, but I'm pretty sure there must be hundreds of people out there who can relate to this and who can maybe seek answers from this. For so many different reasons, sometimes emotional, sometimes, I don't know, physical, or so many different reasons, people do develop some kind of body reactions. So I think recently for the past few months, 1 month to be exact, I had developed a stress-induced gastric issues, and I just could not eat. You guys, I promise you, nothing solid. So I always used to have my breakfast with dates, you know, khajure and cream and whatnot. I cannot even eat a date anymore. And well, of course, I had all my tests done. Everything was clear, alhamdulillah. So the doctor told me it is either psychological or there's a lot of stress. So I was like, can you please tell me what to eat then? And that was the moment I wish that, of course, I know a lot of nutritionists, but I wish I knew one of them where they could tell me what my body type requires, what are the exact nutrients that need to go in my body. Because can I tell you something? There's no general formula for all of you out there. You cannot go on Google and be like, hey, what should I eat? Because Google will be generic in their answers. You are a special, unique individual, and everything you eat has to be unique to your body type. So if I haven't already given it away, this is what we are talking about, nutrition. And for that, I have actually been joined by the perfect person. But before that, let's take a look at how we can make sure to have a holistic approach towards improving ourselves. And that too, of course, includes our mental peace. Let's take a look.
approach is to provide support that looks at the whole person, not just their mental health needs. The support should also consider their physical, emotional, social, and spiritual well-being. Each person will have a different experience of mental illness and a path to recovery that is influenced by their age, gender, culture, heritage, language, faith, gender identity, relationship status, life experience, and beliefs. It is important not to assume that how you interpret situations will be same as the person you are supporting. Listening, asking, and checking are the key skills to be able to provide a holistic service. A holistic approach focuses on person's wellness and not just their illness or condition. Health can be measured in many ways and is often broken down into a variety of numbers and diagnoses that don't often provide the best picture of what a truly healthy body and mind looks like. While modern-day Western medicine has brought many wonderful and life-saving advancements, one of the downfalls of the Western medicine is often a siloed approach to health, which looks at the body in sections of individual symptoms and pieces rather than the whole system it really is. This is why holistic health is so important, because to truly achieve optimal wellness in the physical, mental, and spiritual sense, we have to be viewing and supporting the body as incredible system it is.
Well, that's that, and to talk further about that, I told you I've been joined by someone very perfect, the very apt person to discuss all these and maybe answer my problems as well. Well, she happens to be a very well-known nutritionist over here and also a cosmetologist. She's none other than Miss Hina Anis. Assalamu alaikum, Hina. Welcome to my show.
Walaikum assalam, and again, Juma Mubarak, and thank you for having me on your show today.
It's my pleasure, absolutely. So, well, did you hear the introduction? So now you know why I need to have this segment, right?
Definitely, definitely. Not only you, but everyone here in my country need at least a nutritionist. A nutritionist, I'm not saying not only me, a nutritionist here. In any health medical setup, we must need a nutritionist.
Right.
You know why? Whatever we supply to our body, it gives our body organs to performance.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Your body is not performing properly just because you're not providing your body what your body requires for.
Okay.
Yeah, your body is, identifying a perfect nutrients for his or her performance.
And that's different for everyone?
Yeah, and it's different for everyone. There is no thumb rule for a generic health.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So, person to person vary, yes. Whatever we provide on daily basis to sustain our health, that is nutrition.
Yeah. And in our case, it's a lot of tel and samosa.
Yeah, exactly. Even the home cooked food is not healthy. What I always suggest, what on daily basis, what we eat, just a plate of a salad and a roti or a paratha or what, if you calculate that home cooked food, what you eating, only a carbohydrate and a fat and a very little amount of protein. Are you following your all 7 essential nutrients, which are micro and macronutrients inside that? No.
Can you please enlighten us about the 7 nutrients?
Yeah, definitely. Our body performs on 7 nutrients, which are very essential. Number 1 is protein. Number 2 is carbohydrates, which has a big amount. Although very healthy carbohydrates. I'm not talking about to go outside and say sugar is a carbohydrate. Hina said that.
Let's have a brownie.
Yeah, let's have a brownie.
Right.
Or donuts or bun or roti or paratha, everything is carbohydrate. No, I'm talking about the healthy carbohydrates, whole grains, fruits. Some vegetable has a healthy carbohydrates, which provide you the complete nutrition for good performance. Again, many diseases can be treated with good nutrients. If you provide your body a perfect nutrients, all organs will work perfectly, efficiently. You know, if you lack of a single nutrient, your body will compromise and this result will come significantly. And the day by day result will come. Not only the result will come in a single day, you will come up and you will say, oh, I'm deficient with some more vitamin. No, the result will come day by day.
Right, it doesn't happen overnight.
It doesn't happen overnight. And again, a very important vitamin is minerals, carbohydrates. After carbohydrates, calcium.
Oh, so
Again,
important.
minerals, vitamins, and fiber.
Okay.
Again, water. We always, don't give, importance for water. Say, oh, water.
प्यास नहीं लगी, whatever.
No, we can always, discomfort with water. But our body is made up of 70% of water. How can, we ignore water every day? Fiber. We need fiber for good digestion.
Okay.
Maybe your gut problem because of lack of fiber you're taking.
All right. And that might include what are fibers?
Good fibers are in presence in fruits and vegetables.
Okay, perfect.
On daily basis, I always recommend people to have 3 types of vegetables every day and 2 types of fruits every day.
Our choice?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Anybody's
Okay.
choice. Only seasonal fruits and seasonal vegetables. I never recommend people to go for those Western and fancy kinds of canned, dabba packed fruits and vegetables. No.
Okay.
No, it's a big no. Seasonal fruits, Allah Ta'ala gave us all seasons in our country.
So
Mashallah,
beautiful, yes.
so beautiful country, so green country. Why do we go for all cans and packet fruits and vegetables? Why do we go?
I think we do have that complex.
Yeah,
You're absolutely right. But
that is
I want to talk about something that is bothering me. So here's the thing. On Facebook, you must be a part of a lot of women's groups as well.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
not name them. So this one person revealed over there that their batchmate from the university is now a therapist, a self-proclaimed therapist, and is actually giving out therapy sessions to people at the cost of 3,000 per hour, blah, blah, blah. But the issue here is the person who's becoming the therapist did not study psychiatry is what she studied as well. It was her minor for 1 semester. She just studied a subject and then developed a whole thing on it. My issue with it is you're ripping off people, you're lying to them. So same is the case with a lot of nutritionists,
Yes.
Hina. I've actually met
Yes.
them.
Yes.
So how can we trust? How do we know who's right?
See, in this market, everybody is thinking that going for Google and having some online certificate for a month or 2 maybe, and you can claim yourself as a nutritionist. Sorry to say, we have been around the world, and yes, there are all nutritionists are not doctor, but yes, there are at least 2 years diploma.
Of course.
And lots of practical work, lots of experience behind your work, just because every other person is different.
Absolutely.
So you cannot treat your patient, your client on your any online degree, or you cannot claim yourself being a gym owner that I'm a nutritionist, I can supply you a diet plan. How can you supply a general diet plan to 30 or 10 or 20 group of people, a general diet plan? How can it work?
Thank you for saying that, Hina, because this is so important, especially about the gym owners where you mentioned.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, but you don't have to
I'm
be,
so
and that is
sorry.
absolutely true. So for all the people out there, can I say the laymen out there, laymen like me, because I think it's very difficult to actually judge who's right or wrong. So if someone is buying a subscription to a gym, for example, and they have planned to change their entire lifestyle and whatnot, that's great. But please make sure to check or second check again and again the people that you are hiring to sort of make you work. Because like you said, I know this person who is at a very reputed gym and they happen to be a trainer. So imagine they're training you to squat, but at the same time, they're telling you, ki nashta mein ye khana. So now they're charging as a trainer and a nutritionist.
Wrong.
Please make sure that doesn't happen.
That is wrong. That is totally wrong. If I have to, train any of my patient like that, I have to learn first, then I will train.
Absolutely.
Currently, I'm learning many of my aesthetics courses just
Yes,
because
you're a
I've been...
cosmetologist, mashallah.
Yes, mashallah, alhamdulillah. But I was fond of herbs and everything. But nowadays, what I'm realizing that besides herb and along with herbs, I will be needing some of aesthetic procedure to reduce weight very efficiently, to give my clients more result, more quick result, and the very realistic result.
Realistic is important.
Realistic is so important. You know what? Nowadays, I'm looking so much scam, so much, I'm so sorry about that, cheats.
That is
Cheaters
true.
are like,
Absolutely.
I can see so many billboards around me that within 30 minutes you can lose 5 inches of your waist or your body fat. Or how can you do this? And
Is it true though? Like being in the field, can you tell me if that happens?
can you believe it?
I cannot believe
A dead body can never retain weight.
okay.
A human body who is alive and who is eating and surviving, he or she can lose or gain weight at any stage.
Okay.
No
but they
procedure
claim-
can stop the weight at one point. No procedure can.
Okay.
Neither me,
Okay.
neither any machine.
All right.
Only you are the responsible who can stop or set your weight at a set point.
But you know, they claim where we're talking about, you know, fake. You will see a lot of them fake ads where Hina did mention that reduce your waist in just 30 minutes. And a lot of people who are, because you know, these ads speak to the people who are willing to do that. So of course they'll Google it up. But they claim that it is radiations and it will quickly melt your fat. And just listening to it, I'm like, oh my God, this is my body. Do I want those radiations in my body?
No.
Is it even safe?
Yeah, some radiations, some machines who are FDA approved,
Okay.
who that's are safe.
Okay.
But again, go for realistic approach.
Mm-hmm.
Don't panic yourself. Nothing can happen in a day. Nothing can happen in hours.
Mm-hmm.
You have to first change your lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Be mindful. Choose a correct person. Choose a right place. First, change your lifestyle. I'm not a person who can put you in your dream and take you over there to, say you, okay, no, come over to me, I will change you in 30 minutes or blah, blah, blah. No, I will say you, first make up your mind,
Right.
come over to me, change your lifestyle, come over eating habit, good eating habit, nourish your body, nourish your mind,
Exactly.
then your soul will nourish. You know, abs are built in your kitchen,
Okay.
not in your gym. Your body
Interesting.
made in your kitchen,
Okay.
not in your gym. You know,
And that doesn't mean working in the kitchen,
yeah,
right?
no, really.
Please clear that.
Yeah. That means whatever you,
You
eat,
eat, yes.
you are. You are whatever
What
you eat. I saw people that they working a lot in gym. They do lots of intense exercise, many hours a day, and the results zero.
Why is that so?
Just because they are forcing their muscles. Their muscles are tired. They're not giving the results.
Oh, and they're not feeding them.
Yes, and they're not
Okay.
feeding them a good nutrition, what the body requires for. You know, our body requires a lot of nutrients.
Okay.
Yeah, our mind requires proper nutrients to sustain, to give us the performance. Our lungs require, our liver require
Definitely.
the proper nutrients to detox our body every day. You know, again, one more very interesting things. People used to ask me, Hina, give me something, very quick thing, any detox water, any detox juices,
Yeah, are there any?
anything, yeah, to lose fat very fast and quickly. How it is possible? Allah Ta'ala has designed our body, our liver. Every day my liver is detoxifying naturally.
Okay.
I just need to boost it through my diet, through my lifestyle. This is it.
And that is because you have studied it, so you know that.
Yes.
For a lot of people, they're just blank. So since we have to wrap this segment up, I want you to end this on the question I'm going to throw you. So because of the humidity and the heat of the season, every single person I talk to says they're having trouble eating. They don't feel like eating because it's so hot, they're pukey. So in this particular season, is there something you would suggest?
Yes, definitely. My recommendation every time is to have fruits and vegetables. And you know why? It has lots of water and fiber. It's give you the full vitamins and minerals for requirement of daily basis. And number one thing in the morning,
Yes, go
and
on.
number one thing in the morning, have any one type of fruit and one type of vegetable. Mix them in a blender and have one thing in the morning. And you will see the drastic change in your health, body,
Hold on.
fitness.
A fruit and a vegetable?
Yes.
Which vegetable would look
let
good in a
me-
smoothie? Oh.
Let me give you the idea.
Okay, okay.
You can have a cucumber, some mint leaf, and an apple in the
Oh,
morning.
interesting.
Yeah, mix it in a blender and have it in the morning.
I'll just do it when I go back today.
Another idea, any other vegetable, like you can choose a beetroot.
Oh, I love the
few,
color.
Yeah, with few lemon.
Okay.
And another fruit, either a melon, either a orange, any fruit available in a season. Mix it, blend it, and have it.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Hina, for being here, first of all, and then being so enlightening for all of us early in the morning. It was great to meet you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we try to do. Along with our queries, we try to bring all other queries to you as well, so you can pick and choose on your own what you need to do. So this was just some suggestions on how you can improve your own, well, inner self in terms of the nutrients that you put in, because you are what you eat, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to be a burger. And also, right now I have to go out to a very short break. I'll be back with another exciting segment, but I'm leaving you all with a informative report about the Kashmir Premier League. Let's take a look at it, and when we come back, well, let's talk about something new.
In the world of sports, an exciting new event is set to begin tomorrow. For the first time ever, Muzaffarabad, the capital of Azad Jammu Kashmir, is hosting the Kashmir Premier League. Starting from August 6th, the T20 mega cricketing event consists of 6 teams, namely Rawalakot Hawks, Kotli Lions, Mirpur Royals, Muzaffarabad Tigers, Bagh Stallions and Overseas Warriors. Each team will have 5 local Kashmiri players. The league provides a great opportunity to showcase the emerging talent in Azad Jammu Kashmir. It promotes the valley's importance globally and gives it a chance to be introduced to the international community. One bitter member of the ICC, however, is embarrassing itself internationally by acting as a spoil sport. India is bringing high politics into socio-cultural engagements. India has reportedly been pressurizing international cricketers against joining Kashmir Premier League by warning them that participation will cause them to lose the ability to work with BCCI in any capacity in the future. Following this, former South African cricketer Herschel Gibbs slammed BCCI for its intimidation attempts. Sri Lankan opener Tilakaratne Dilshan decided to play in the tournament despite BCCI warning, whereas former England spinner Monty Panesar has pulled out of the KPL citing political pressure and advice from the BCCI. Furthermore, BCCI also issued a complaint to ICC requesting it not recognize the tournament. However, ICC dismissed the plea, stating it has no jurisdiction over Kashmir Premier League. The reason behind India's actions is cited to be the disputed nature of Kashmir Valley. However, India was ready to dismiss the same disputed nature of the territory under its own occupation when it abrogated Article 370. India's justification for opposition to the tournament does not stand as sports. An issue of low politics is not restricted by political disputes between states. In fact, it is socio-cultural engagements such as sports which open avenues of peace and cooperation between states. For that matter, Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan has expressed the resolve to fully focus on promotion of sports in the country by bringing professionals at the top.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Well This Morning. This is Shaza Hashmi, always with my cup of coffee. Here's the thing, definitely we are headed into a weekend and I wanted to share the best of the news and the best of the things to learn about Pakistan so you guys can actually head into a weekend with a positive energy and with a positive attitude. This one is probably for all the book lovers out there, so stay tuned because it is going to be packed with a lot of fun information. To begin with, I have to say, I have to confess, and I've said it before as well, I have never been an avid reader. I would love to come across a book which just speaks to me. I would read it for sure, but I would never go after books, and it's a bad habit. I wish I had the habit of reading books as well. But just recently, I was watching a movie and it was so sweet, so I'll tell you just a gist of it. The movie is called The Guernsey Literary Society and Potato Peel Pie Club. It's a long name, I know. But basically, the movie dates back to the 1900s where under colonization, a group of people come together under occupation, right? They come together and secretly meet in hiding places and discuss books. And every week they give each other a topic or like give each other a book and then come together, discuss their favorite parts. And it was so sweet. I literally wanted to go in that movie. So I was I was wondering if there are similar book clubs in Pakistan, and there are definitely in schools, colleges and universities, but on a larger level where like-minded people can actually come together, share their thoughts and ideas about what they have read and, well, suggest it to other people as well. Luckily, my team was able to get their hands on to a similar group, and today I'm so happy to be discussing this. I'm actually going to share the trailer of this particular movie with you guys within this segment as well, but let's start the conversation with the panel of guests I was talking about. This group is called Read Pakistan. They are actually right now the representatives of Read Pakistan itself. It's a huge group. First of all, I happen to have the head Read Pakistan book club. She's none other than Noor Tayyeba. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, next to Noor, we have someone who happens to be the executive head of Read Pakistan. And he's a cyber expert as well. I think they have Cyber Sultan, maybe. They have these terms. We will ask them these designations. He's none other than Muhammad Hamdan Zulfikar. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning.
Assalam, morning.
So happy to have you all here. And last but not the least, ladies and gentlemen, she is Momina Talib Satti, the city head Read Pakistan. Assalamu alaikum, Momina. Good morning.
Thank you for having us.
It's my pleasure, absolutely. So I think I'm going to start with Noor because just looking at your designations, I think you are the head, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Book club head. All right. What is Read Pakistan? When did it start?
Okay, so Read Pakistan is a non-profit organization. It's basically a trust that promotes reading culture, and its sole purpose is to establish libraries, build a reading culture, reading habits among students, and it's not specific to students alone.
Okay.
Any age group, all the people, youth, as well as the kids, as well as the old age people. So it basically wants to revive the book culture, the print book culture that we're losing touch with.
Do you think that hardbacks are dying? People really don't feel like buying books anymore?
Yeah, I do think so because there are PDFs available. Ebooks are a better option and they're easier to carry, and I personally prefer them sometimes too because they are like more convenient.
Right.
But my love for books does not allow me to have all the books in print, all the books in electronic form. I have a lot of books, and I just feel like the literature part that you read, it can be better felt and experienced in print. So Read Pakistan is not basically just about promoting print books or it's just about promoting the reading culture.
All right.
So we don't have any problem. Like our members, they can read through ebooks or audiobooks even.
Oh.
And in our book clubs, I never ask that what source you use because we're not providing them the book of the month. They have to access them on their own. So if they're finding it on internet, they can do it. So we're making things easier for people so that they can first of all connect to the books. They can just get to the literature. They can feel that it is also an important part of the aesthetic life, and not just all types of pleasure are with songs and movies. So students are really doing well here, and we're also moving these book clubs to. So the book clubs are basically
Yes, go on.
The book clubs that we are conducting, they are basically now in 15 universities. We have started it on university level because it's more convenient for university students to join the book clubs and conduct them because they have a proper space. You know, there's a lot of issue about space when people are conducting things. So
we'll get to how you guys actually hold the sessions because it is really interesting. But where you said that for the book lovers, actually, I think their favorite part is holding the book and reading it rather than electronic.
Yes, exactly.
And I think that's so true. So my dad absolutely loves reading books, right? And it was his birthday, and I was like, you just don't know what to give dads. So I thought I'm going to buy him a Kindle. So I bought him a Kindle. And then I explained it to him. He goes like, "Meri books nahi hai iske andar." I was like, "Name it, I'll give you the book." I was so excited about it. I taught him how to use it. He was like, "Okay, whatever." He took it from me. And the next time I go to meet him, my younger sister is just playing with the Kindle. I was like, "Dude, this was a gift you have to read." And he just could not shift to electronic books. He was like, "I need my paperbacks." So I guess it's hard. But moving on to Hamdan. Hamdan, I want you to explain first of all your role in this all and then the objectives of this.
Well, my role is, my designation is Cyber Sultan. And
Yeah,
quite,
it sounds so fun.
But it's, for me, it's quite, dopamine level increase ho jata hai mera when someone call me Sultan.
Right.
So, our chairman discussed with me a lot of time. I think we should change your designation.
Okay.
But I think Cyber Sultan look more cool.
It looks very cool.
It's basically the executive head of Read Pakistan, or student chapter. Well, we have different chapters in all over the Pakistan, and especially in KSA, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Now we introduce another chapter in Africa this week, and we signed the MOU with University of Gambia and International Open University of Gambia this week.
And that is brilliant. So now you're planning to actually take this Read Pakistan and make it an international thing?
It is international.
Yeah, it is now. You want to expand it even more?
Yeah, sure. In fact, we are not functional in 7 countries, but we are functional almost in 2 countries, like Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We have teams in all provinces, eastern provinces and western. They are doing a wonderful job.
Nice.
And we have a Gulf president, Ms. Numaira Mohsin.
Right.
And we have a well-established team in KSA.
Brilliant, brilliant. So what's next? When I talk about Pakistan, let's talk about Pakistan specifically. And I'm asking you this because, well, you are the Sultan of this ship and you must know this. What's next? I was talking to Noor and she did explain to me that this is not a one particular university-oriented thing. It's for everyone who wants to join and it can go to campuses, right? So what do you plan on doing within Pakistan with it?
We are planning to initiate a new program. It's called 50 Books a Year Award.
Oh, what is that?
That's someone who reads 50 books a year will give them the Kindle.
Okay,
first for
nice.
50 students, we'll award them a certificate and Kindle and reward. Back in 2019, we held a conference, National Reader Conference at HEC headquarters, Islamabad. So we are planning to conduct this year, hopefully, if government allow us to do such. So yeah, that's all.
That's interesting. But how are you going to make sure they have actually read 50 books? Are you going to check? Are you going to throw questions at them?
We have evaluating criteria.
Okay,
we have legend criteria, and we have lot of team.
I mean, I'm sure you guys can actually check. I mean, you will make sure because when it comes to a price, you guys don't want to be unfair.
We have professional team.
Of course, you have a professional team. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is again a good news for all the book lovers out there. If you don't have a Kindle yet, this can be your prize this year. All you have to do is read 50 books. If it was me, I think I'll just go buy a Kindle. I mean, it's so hard for me to read. I absolutely did not enjoy reading in school as well. But that shouldn't keep me from asking Momina what her role is in this.
So my official designation is Cyber Operator Islamabad. It's usually basically the city head of Islamabad. So all the university chapters that we have, they are headed by literary rappers, and I deal with all of the literary rappers in Islamabad.
Literary rappers.
Yes,
I
literary
like it.
raptors. Yes,
Raptors. Okay.
Yes, those are the heads of our university chapters, and they oversee all of the book club activities. They have multiple coordinators with them to make it easier for them, because we're all students here, so we don't want to just overburdenize someone.
And you guys are all volunteering.
Yes, we are.
Wow, interesting. So, Momna, were you always into books ever since a child?
Yes,
Yeah?
yes. I have been a reader. I mean, you know, those very early memories of childhood you have. I don't even. There is no distinct memory of me learning how to read. It just happened so naturally. It was even before I started going to school, because my parents were reading to me, and that just somehow along the way I learned how to read. So I was way above my reading level always. And I've always been the sort of person who loves books, to the extent that even when I'd go visit my extended family and when we'd come back to Pakistan, it'd be like I didn't want toys, I didn't want to watch TV, so they would give me a book and I'd be happy with it. That's the person I am.
I think you were every parent's dream child. That is what everyone wants. But ladies and gentlemen, we now do have the trailer of the movie I was talking about. Let's take a look at it only for the purpose. I want you guys to understand how sweet it is. It's really sweet. Let's go. Bad times of their lives through reading. I think it holds a very special place, right? How did you go about reading? Because when you talk about volunteering, I think in university, most people are like, I'm going to do community service so that I get a grade, that is my volunteering, that's it. But to be in a book society, how?
It was really an amazing experience for me. When I started it, I was the book club coordinator, I wasn't the head, and I didn't even know how I was going to do that. So there was one senior, and he told me that I was always found in the library, so that is how I found my place in Read Pakistan. He was like, we want to start a book club, and we want to build a team in Quaid-e-Azam University, where I'm from. So he was like, can you do it? I was like, I can do reading, but I'm not sure about how I can conduct a book club. And he was very cooperative, and he told me that there would be a team and we would find members, and all you have to do is to keep them motivated to read books. Like, you read a lot of books and you are okay with your CGPA, you have a good grades, and still you find time for reading, so that could be an inspiration and you can just lead it. I was like, okay, why not? And then we had our first book club, and we decided on the book The Alchemist. And while I was reading the book, I did not know what I will discuss with the members. But once I sat there in the Central Library, we had this place where I was doing the review, and I stopped in the middle, and I thought that we should be a little interactive too. So there was a lot of ideas, a lot of perspectives coming in, and I was realizing that I did not notice all of these things while I was reading the book.
Must be so much
my
fun.
pleasure was like increased when we sat in that club and we discussed about the books, and everybody was telling me their favorite parts, and they were discussing their favorite lines, favorite quotations, and I realized that just this one small activity, you were asking why we could volunteer it. It had given me a lot. Like, in just one book club, I had the knowledge of that book. I had a public speaking opportunity. I was somehow leading a group of people, and they were looking up to me, and they were like asking me what book to read next, and I just felt like
you felt in place.
Yes, I felt in place, and it was like such a nice conversation, and I just wanted to expand it more and more.
Brilliant.
So I was asking my friends always. So the good thing is that I had a lot of strangers, but unfortunately none of my friends joined the book club because they were like, why do we have to talk about books? Can't we just discuss, books? We can discuss movies, or can we discuss about the problems that Pakistan is facing? And we can read a book about it and then discuss it. And then they were like, if we have to arrange a camp, why could not be a blood donation camp? There are a lot of other things. I was like, okay, I get it. Your answer is a no. I get it.
But that makes sense, Noor, because just listening to this, it makes me feel that you really, really had put your heart into it, which is why I think you're perfect to be the head of this as well. So since we're very short on time, I wanted actually to ask you guys a personal question of your one particular favorite book that stayed with you and made the hugest impact in your life. But is there a last line that you want to do justice to Read Pakistan as well? Is there something you want to talk about it or tell the people about it? Let's do it quickly and then talk about the books. Yes, go ahead.
My favorite book is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy.
What does it say?
It's about psychology, your conscious mind or your subconscious mind. you know, the most important thing being a leader is to adopting the various personalities in your team. So I need to understand the human psychology of my team. So it's really helped me.
Wow.
So,
What about you?
It's a loaded question. I cannot decide on one book. So
On
I
top
would
of your mind right
on
now.
top of my mind, I think Tuesdays with Maury by Mitch Albom was one of the books. I don't usually read non-fiction or books like that. I always, you know, fiction is my guilty pleasure. But that book just really affected me, and I remember by the end of it, I had tears running down my face because it was just the relationship of a mentor and the student. It was just so beautiful, and that's something I haven't had yet in life, but I would love to at some point.
That's so nice. What about you? Is there one you can think?
Yes, but before telling about my favorite book, I would just add one last line about the book clubs, and that is that when you're reading books on your own and alone, you're just a bookworm. But when after reading that book, you're connecting to the society, you're sharing perspective, you're sharing ideas and thoughts, it just increases the pleasure of reading, and it just builds up a better society. So everybody out there should be a part of some club. If it's not a book club, it should be something else where they're talking about good things. It could be a poetry club or anything. So I think we need to promote these clubs where like-minded people are attracted. And Read Pakistan, I just don't understand sometimes that how Read Pakistan attracts such good people that are always into books, and that is, I believe, because of the founding member who started it, Mr. Farooq Dal. He had so much he had put so much thought into this project, and it's expanding internationally now.
Wow.
So it's the goodness in the heart that attracts such good people at the end. And my favorite book is The Force of Character.
And what does it say? What is it about, generally speaking?
It is about longevity and old age, and how your character just starts improving when you are aging, and it just gives a whole new meaning to the word aging. And we always think of aging as you know, it's a wonderful book.
Well, this sounds great. Thank you so much, all three of you, for coming. And I really want to wish you the best of luck for all your future endeavors. And I hope you find and collect all the like-minded people and build a better community, inshallah. Best of luck. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had something interesting to learn from today's show too. Towards the end, our dear friend Numan Sahab actually wants to wish someone a very happy birthday. This one goes out to Chaudhry Aqib. Today he is celebrating, well, yet another birthday. A very, very happy birthday to you, Chaudhry Aqib. May you live long, may you have a very healthy and a happy life. And I think you're really blessed to have a friend like Numan as well. Okay, so towards the end, since we're really left with 1 or 2 minutes, I am going to wrap it up quickly. I want you all to write to me with your suggestions, feedback. Maybe tell me your favorite books, and I'll choose which one I want to read as well on our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, with the name of World This Morning. And this is me, Shuza Hashmi, signing off for until Monday, inshallah. And within a minute or two, Sina will be delivering the latest news to you. Goodbye, take care.